Now we are live, and I'm here right here with me is Mr. Prince. Lion Tech Academy is live too, and he's here to give you some good news and some good information that's gonna help you benefit your life. So, Mr. Prince, thanks for joining the live, and the floor is over to you now.
1 second, just making sure we are live all the time. Okay. Okay. Hi, everyone. Yeah, sorry. So my name is Elvis, and most people refer to me as Prince. Yeah, of course. Um, for several reasons. Yeah, and first, I'm a Cameroonian, and I'm resident in Canada. So today we are here to talk to you all about this wonderful, exciting uh, career opportunity conference that is coming up in Yaoundé. So we're going to be talking about it, and of course, also inviting all of you to attend. It's for free. So we'll talk about how you can reserve your spot, what the program is going to be all about, and the specs the specs that we are going to be giving out at that conference. And so, yeah, so my name is Prince. Again, I'm resident here in Canada, and I am one of the program coordinators for Lion Tech Academy. And of course, Lion Tech Academy is an online IT training institution. It's registered and located here in Canada, but we offer training programs for graduate and students from all over the world. So today we are going to be talking about some of those programs, how you can how it can benefit you, and of course how you can enroll in some of those programs. But most of this is going to be discussed by experts on the 25th of August. That's just 2 weeks from today. In Yaoundé, it's going to be a Friday. It's going to be a 3 hours conference. A lot packed in for those 3 hours, and we are really looking forward to welcoming you all on that conference. So while we are on live here, the 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 chat section is open. So if you have any questions you want to ask, please feel free, you know, to ask your questions, and we are going to be more than happy, to answer those questions. Thank you so much, Engineer Will, and I hand it over back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prince, for that piece. I see that this session this conference is organized by Lion Tech. Can you tell the audience about Lion Tech Academy?
Okay, so like I mentioned, Lion Tech is a higher training institution. It's registered in Canada, so it's just like the polytechnics that we have, in Cameroon, right? Those training for HNDs and diploma programs, all of that. But the only difference is that Lion Tech is located in Canada, and we offer most of our programs. 100% of our programs are offered online. And the reason why we choose to go online is because we want our brothers in Africa to take advantage of, Western education without having to travel, to those countries. So you could be in Cameroon and be taught from Canada, right? And we are not just teaching for teaching's sake. Okay, so the module. So having lived in Cameroon and knowing fully well what happens after graduation in Cameroon. So the module here is very different. The purpose and the goal here is that all our programs are 100% job oriented in the sense that we train, and after you are trained, we have networks in place that are going to assist the students in getting placement anywhere in Africa first
Wow.
before even thinking about traveling outside of Africa. So that is the entire purpose of Lion Tech Academy, is actually to train what we call borderless IT professionals, because in the world in which we live today, that's all about it, right? It's all about borderless. So look at it this way: you are in the US, I am in Canada, but what, we are addressing audience from all over the world. That should
Exactly.
tell you that there's no longer a barrier to opportunities. So irrespective of where you are today in the world, you can make impact anywhere in the world, right? All you need is to, have something to offer. So what Lion Tech is focused on, is what it's focused on those IT in demand programs that we can offer, okay, and assist our students to get hired. Because that's the point. We have a lot of graduates in Africa and in Cameroon, especially, what I mean, who came out from university, with first class, but they are nowhere to be found, right? They don't, I
Exactly.
mean, they are riding Okadas, which is good. Of course, you have to keep something going, but they don't know what to do next. And the most next thing to do most of the time is, okay, you know what, I just want to gather some money and travel, which is good. It's also very good because that's the mindset of all of them. But if only they know that there's a program that you can study on the weekends, right? And after doing this program, you're going to be equipped with skills that you can even get hired to work for foreign companies even while you are in Cameroon. We have students, we have employees, we have engineers in Cameroon who are working from Cameroon for companies abroad, who are consulting for companies abroad. Why? Because they have the skills and they have the knowledge. So this is what this conference is going to be about. And of course, it's organized by Lion Tech Academy. And Lion Tech is located in Canada, okay, in Ontario.
Wow.
That's where we are located. That's where we are located. And of course, I am the program coordinator for Africa. So that's why I am able to talk to Africans and to speak to Cameroonians especially about this opportunity and how they can, uh, take advantage of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prince. Thank you. First of all, I would like to say we are honored with myself. We are honored, and my audience, they are so honored to have you on here to tell us about this great opportunity that is going to help most of the youth, impact the life of many. And this is an opportunity that you're bringing right to their doorsteps. And I think this is an opportunity for everybody to grab it right now and make good use of it. So, Mr. Prince, I have another question for you. So, can you tell us more about IT and what the attendees will learn benefit from attending the seminar in Yaoundé?
Yes, of course. There's a lot of benefits for the attendees who are going to be attending. First of all, we are going to be giving out mouse pads. Let me first of all talk about the physical thing that are going to be given out.
Okay.
Mouse pads and computer bags, laptops, because we
Wow.
want to empower Cameroonians. In fact, the vision that Lion Tech has for Cameroon, especially, is by 2026, we want to make sure in every household in Cameroon there's a laptop, because that laptop is going to open up the door to opportunities. That's just it,
Oh,
right? It's ICT. So the same thing that we are experiencing in the West, where there is no household without a laptop. Why do you think it's that way? Right? There's no household in America and in
without love.
Canada without a laptop.
That's
That's
true.
because that laptop opens the door to a wider opportunity. So now, as we come for this conference, of course, you are going to bring back what with the laptop back with no laptop inside for today, and of course for that day. But for the next conference, it's going to be something even bigger. But above all, okay, we are encouraging advanced level holders, right? Those who just got the advanced level, graduates. If you just left the university or any other HND program and you're thinking about what next, this is the program for you. Come in there and learn, listen to testimonies of those who have joined this program after they left high school, after they left the university, and how it has transformed their life. That's the first thing that they are going to be learning about. They're also going to be learning about some of the funding opportunities that we have. Now, these programs are very, very expensive. So, what we are bringing to Africa and to Cameroon and to Yaoundé, especially on the 25th, is what we are bringing subsidized version of this program. So, for example, we have a program that is about 3,000 US dollars, but now it's been subsidized for Cameroonians by over 60%,
Wow.
right?
That's
And
good.
of course, and they can pay their fees in variable installments depending on their negotiation and, of course, their abilities, right? So we are really bringing it down to the level where everybody and anybody who really wants to study and who wants to see their levels changed can take advantage of.
This is a
So it's
life changing opportunity.
of course, so it's no longer about, oh, I cannot afford this or no. Even if you enroll the program and you say, oh, you know what, Prince, can you negotiate for me? I can only pay 10,000 francs a month. That's a big step, right? That's a big step. So
Exactly.
what we bring you to the program and you're paying a 10,000 francs a month, even though it's nothing but what we know what we are doing. We are investing in you, right? So at the end of the day, it's not just about the money, but it's also about like bringing in individuals who are truly committed to the program. Because if you give everything out just for free, nobody takes it serious, right?
That's
But
true.
if they have a commitment, if there is something that they are committed to doing, to paying, right? In fact, if it costs them something, right, then what? They are going to appreciate it. That's just the way you human beings think,
Okay.
right? So this is the reason why we are bringing in this program at a highly subsidized rate for Cameroon. So that's the first opportunity, because we know that of course things are not as easy as it is. Things are not easy, in Cameroon and Africa, right? It's
Yeah.
difficult for families to raise so amount of money. But if they know that, oh, you know what, I can pay 20,000 francs a month for this program. My son is in school. This same program, if you want to travel to study it abroad, you'll be spending about 25,000 US dollars a year to study, right? And at the end of the day, you're not even guaranteed of a job in that field, if you're coming to study any other kind of program and all of that. But now, from the comfort of your home, with a laptop and with good internet connection, you are able
Pass,
to
pass, pass, pass.
take advantage
Pass.
of, I know, take advantage of this life-changing opportunity, right? So this is what we have to offer for our people, and we're here to encourage all of them, everybody, right, to take advantage of and not have to think about, you know, and not not have to think about, you know, the fees, right? Because we pay those fees in installments. So that's the first thing that they are going to be learning from this conference. The second thing that we are going to be talking about at this conference, is all about opportunities that are related to, you know, that are linked to travel, study, and work abroad, right? Because we know that, most of people in Africa, most of the time they are thinking about, oh, how can I travel to work abroad? Work, especially because when you're coming to work, it means that, you're coming for employment. That's the first thing, right? So we are going to be going very deep in what it takes to work abroad. What
Okay.
are the skills that you need
Mr.
to?
Prince, before you proceed with that, I have a few questions for you. So
Okay,
you mentioned of just you said advanced level.
yeah,
So
advanced level,
what are some
degree.
of the other requirements that if someone is interested, what do they need? What
No, so yeah, of course, we talk about advanced level because, see, we need to set realistic expectations, right? You want
okay.
to set the students up for success. You want to set them. You want to know, okay, if I'm coming with A levels, at least what I have a base point, right? You have a level. You have something that you can build on, right? And some of the other requirements are just gonna be probably, so it's first of all, it's education, okay? What we are building on what you have already, your education. So advanced level or degree or HND or even a national diploma can do, because most national diplomas in Cameroon, people get into it from after O levels, which is, it's even a little bit more vocational than the A levels. So of course, that of course is a requirement that we are looking at that level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, Sir Prince is here to answer all of your questions. So if you have any question, just drop it on the comment section. And if we can see your comment right now, I think we will get back to you with all the answers you need. So Mr. Prince, you can continue.
Yeah. So yes, of course. So those are, some of the qualifications that we are looking at, for enrollment into this program. But above all of that, we are looking for very highly motivated individuals. That's the first thing, right? Because
Okay.
you need people who are desperate to change their levels. Because see, one of the things that has kept us and kept some people where they are is comfort. right?
Yep.
So, for example, I cannot sacrifice a few hours of sleep to study online because I have to sleep. It's my right to sleep.
Yeah.
But of course, know also that it's also your right and responsibility to pay your bills,
For sure.
right? Right.
Because
So
if you don't pay
if
your bills, you won't be able to sleep, even the
now
house you
what I'm
live
saying is, so you must weigh all of those things. So now, the truth is that if you want to make it in life in anything, you need to put in extraordinary effort. And what you must sacrifice a few things. One of it is sleep. That's just it. One of it is sleep. Because if you are a young man, below 40s and you are sleeping probably 12 hours a day, something you need to go and check yourself. Either you are just a salaried worker who just go to work and then at one end they pay you 100,000 and you are good with that. But man, think about what? Think about your retirement. What happens when you start having kids? Will that 100,000 be enough again? Trust me, in this economy, in this time, it will not be enough. So we are looking for individuals that are highly motivated. In fact, we're looking for people who are opportunistic, who have an opportunist mindset. So you see an opportunity and you grab it and you want to see through and see what it has for you, right? Because that's
yeah.
that's a mindset that you need to be prosperous. And that's the foundation of this program. Cameroonians and Africans need to be prosperous. We need to go to school thinking about prosperity, right? So we need to change that whole narrative of why we have to go have a university degree, okay, probably an HND. The fact is that we go to school because we want to be prosperous. That is it.
Exactly.
So if you have that mindset, you will start thinking about what is that program that can make me prosperous, right? And how relevant is the program that I want to study? And is this program going to enable me to pay my bills probably as soon as I finish my studies, or even 1 year after I finish my studies,
Okay.
right? So these are all some of the questions that Cameroonians and Africans must answer because we are approaching October, and October is that time when parents, of course, parents and students, what are going to start making decisions again, life altering decisions. So, what is it that you are going to be enrolled? So, these are some of the questions that we are going to be asked at this conference. And that's why we are coming out to talk to Cameroonians who are in Yaoundé. And of course, so this conference, by the way, is both online and offline, right?
Okay.
So, even if you cannot make it to Yaoundé, you can connect on Zoom. It's also going to be the same, right? The technology for this conference is top notch. So, it's going to be as though you are actually live in the conference, right? So irrespective of where you are, even if you are out of Africa, you can still connect online and be part of this conference. Learn because anything can happen at that conference, right? Thank
Yep.
you.
Yeah, as Mr. Prince said, you can attend this conference anywhere you are. I did posted the link earlier on my page for you to you can click on that link and reserve your spot so you can attend. If not for just for information and to learn and to know more what is this is all about. And as Mr. Prince have also said, this is something that they're bringing to you right to your doorstep, like right to you. This is food they are putting into your mouth. And trust me, I've known Mr. Prince not today, but I've seen what he has done. He has impacted a lot of people. People have done this and they are living good lives today. And so if he is bringing this to you, let me say the pride, the fees and everything, he drop it down there for this is part of, let me say, sharing, and this is part of, like, he loves where he comes from, and that is why he's bringing this to you. So
Of course.
guys, don't be discouraged, don't think that this is too much for you. This is not There's nothing too much for you to do. And if you think about your future, or you think about living a better life, trust me, this is the opportunity for you to grab right now and secure your future. So Mr. Prince, can you tell us more about DevOps?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell us more about DevOps?
Oh, okay. So yeah. So so here's the thing. So DevOps. Let me just break it down to a level where everybody can understand, right? So think about all the apps that you have on your phone. right? So most likely, most of us, I can guarantee that everyone who have a smartphone have WhatsApp on their phone and Facebook, right? But you know, as consumers, right, we are going to just be focused on okay, I go to Play Store or App Store, download my Facebook, I put in my I create an account, all of those things, right? And now I am on Facebook. So what? You are the front end consumer. So you're what? You are just the consumer. But now there are people, there are experts behind the scenes, developers and operations who are directly working on this application from its inception. That is, from when Mike Zuckerberg began thinking about this whole big idea, right? So from the conception of a software till when it gets in the hands of the consumer. We call that the software development life cycle. So think of it like this. I always talk about it like, okay, let's think about the cookie life cycle. Okay. You want to cook cookie, for example, right? Like
Yes.
so first what first you have an idea of what you want to cook. So what do you do? The next thing is that what you go to the market and you start what? Buying the ingredients. Okay, everything that you're gonna need, right? For that cookie to be prepared. Okay. So now let's take our grandmother, like those who are going to peel the beans and put it in the mortar and what start mixing as well, probably as well as the developer. So what they are developing that cookie, they are mixing it with some ingredients, right? Maybe with with oil and I don't really know much, but like in fact, that preparation
Yes.
process is called what is called development of that
Okay.
application, right? So by the moment we now take it from the mortar and we put it in the leaves, we are now in operations and test it. So and again, you will discover that when women are cooking something like that, they often test it, right? Like you will see the test whether okay is salt okay, is Maggi okay, is the oil mixture good, and sometimes they will even call somebody to come. Hey, can you put this? Why? Because now look at something. If you are cooking this thing for a high profile party, no mess up, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So in the software world, in the application world, in the DevOps world, we refer to that testing as well as quality analysis. So think about how you'll be so angry if your Facebook application start behaving funny. Let's say, for example, you post a picture and the picture you have very good internet, but the picture says posted, but you can't find it, right?
Hmm.
So in order to avoid all of those nuisance, okay, nuances and all of that, the software development must go through a process. So the first process is the conception. Then you have the development, where developers start actually conceptualizing and bringing that idea into reality, right?
Yeah.
So that is where the dev comes in the whole word DevOps. And then you have the ops. So if you put DEV, that's dev for development, and then you look at the ops aspect of that, which is OPS. So ops are the guys who are actually now mixing that cookie, putting testing it, okay, and we're probably tying it in leaves and put it in the pot,
Okay.
okay, and after it's done, they can then put it in the flask and deliver it to those parties or those events or those restaurants. So the parties, the restaurants, the families are what are now the clients, just like us, who are using Facebook. We are what? We are the clients. So before the Facebook app becomes available on Play Store, where we can go in there and download it and all of that, right? Yeah, that's why it has gone through this software development life cycle process, where first of all, there was a conception, then that conception was brought to a software development team. They began developing and writing the code, and then working now with ops, okay, to what? To make that application available to the market. Now, this is where DevOps comes in the picture. DevOps brings in a principle that instead of us to do all of these things manually, we can automate this process and we can also bridge the gap. So instead of having the ops guys working and then we wait, we can all work together. So as soon as the ops guys, as soon as the dev guys are done, with, let's say what, with a component of the application, we can what, we can immediately test the application, run what, run code quality analysis on that application, and what, and deploy it in a specific environment. So if you now bring what, so if you now have these two teams working together, okay, it's what, it is DevOps. So what is the benefit of that? The benefit of this to organization is that what, is that now we have, applications going to the market faster, and that's what every app development company is thinking about. So if I have an idea of an application that I want to deliver, I want to make sure that this app can get to the market as soon as possible, what, with top-notch quality. Okay, and
Okay.
that's how. So studying DevOps is what, is like studying to become a plumber. Plumbing has its tools, right? Plumbing, you have plumbing tools that you need to understand in order to be or to become what, a successful plumber. So DevOps is so easy to study and succeed in. Why? Because it has its tools, and those tools are the same across the industry, right? So, for example, if you study a tool like source code, so whatever company you find yourself working for, right, they are going to use a source code. They're going to use a tool for their testing. They will use some tools for deployment, for launching of their application, and all of that. So this is what DevOps is all about. And it opens up a door to so many opportunities. Why? Because we have a lot of these high tech companies, you know, a lot of them in the West, in Dubai, Middle East, all over the world, high tech companies with applications who are looking for experts, for people who are skilled, who have DevOps skills to come in and work and help them manage this application, right? So the next thing you'll be asking yourself, okay, so after I'm done with this program, what are my job titles? So I know you are looking for job titles like DevOps engineer. So if you are online now, just open Google and just search DevOps jobs near me, right? Like closer to you. Search DevOps jobs, and then what? Read the job description, and then look at the requirements for those jobs. Then you will start understanding why this is so crucial for you to understand and get involved, get enrolled in it, right? Will, are you still there? I know you had are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Mr. Prince. Thank you so much. So,
Good.
can you tell us about the career opportunity?
Yeah, so this program is intertwined with development, like there's the application aspect of there's the application aspect of this program, but there's also infrastructure aspect. So when you enroll in this program, you're going to learn in two major environments. The first one is what is how application is developed, is conceived and developed from what, from development into production. Production is when we can actually go to Play Store or probably what, click on Google and access the application and use it to do one or two things, right? The other aspect is the infrastructure aspect. So when we are looking at career opportunities with this program, we're looking at a wide variety of career path or job titles. So you're looking at something like site reliability engineers. Okay, you can become one, and the payment starts from about $100,000 a
Wow,
year with 2 years of experience, right? And
that's
then
a
of
lot of
course,
money.
you have DevOps engineers, which start from, so entry level is $90,000 a year, US dollars I'm talking about here. And of course, you have platform engineers, you have infrastructure engineers. So you have Terraform engineer, you have, Kubernetes administrator, you have a number of career paths that you can pursue, okay, with this program. And all of this, majority of these jobs can work from home. That's the beauty of it. And that's why we are encouraging our people to take advantage of this. Because if you can work from the comfort of your home, believe me, that's already the pathway to a stable life. Right? So, just imagine that you
Wow.
don't have to worry yourself about living from Bonaberry to go and work in Aqua. Okay, that's an example, right? Just imagine the early morning mad rush, okay, on traffic. So if you can avoid that hassle, just that hassle alone is what is going to increase your lifespan. To be honest, I've lived, I've been in Douala for a while. So I know what it means, to navigate through Douala for work, right?
with
It's
all the
just an
traffics.
example. But the fact is that work from home benefits the employees and also benefits the company, right? But it benefits us the employees more because you don't want to be, in fact, that early morning rush, right? Is something that you want to avoid, right? So you can just get up in the morning, even while you're still in your pajama, log on your computer, just put on a top, something that looks decent, and there you are, at work, start doing your thing, going to your meetings, and you can do a lot of things when you're working from home. So the benefits are there, and this is why we are encouraging everybody to think about, programs that can, in fact, career path that can give you that flexibility. Now, is it always going to be 100% work from the answer is no. Sometimes, you may be required to travel to the head office for a meeting or for a conference. So it's all mixed up, but again, it's better than having to commute to work Mondays to Friday. That's a source of stress to begin with for me, especially, and so many people, right? So this is the opportunity, and of course, if you listen to us now and you are in the West or you are out of Africa, think about this. You know what we are talking about here,
Yeah,
right? So
this is not for only people in Africa or in
no, no, it's not. So
all over the
it's
world, all over
of
the
course
world.
no.
Yeah,
So these opportunities are borderless. That's the first thing. Like, it has no restraints on where you are, right? The purpose and the most important thing is to carry skills that can impact companies from anywhere around the world. You know what I'm saying? The fact is that, see, if you have what a company needs, wherever you are, they will come for you. Why? Because you have something
what
that they need
we need.
and you are very good at that thing. Okay. So this is what we are talking about because the world we are living in is changing so fast. Companies in fact, multinationals are moving into Africa. They are establishing in Africa, and what they are going to need IT technicians, IT professionals to manage their infrastructure and manage their applications. So, do you want them to come to Africa and have to hire us who are in the West to come do these things for them? The answer is no. So, what if you are in Cameroon and this company is establishing in Nigeria? They could hire you from Cameroon. You can easily what is 2 hours flight or 4 hours flight. You are what? You are directly in Lagos. You go in
Yeah,
there, you start. So imagine, because at the end of the day, this is what I told somebody. I told them, listen, the only reasons why we struggle to travel out of Africa is because of lack of opportunities, right?
that's true. Yes,
If you have a very good opportunity, even in Africa, believe me, most people will prefer to stay in Africa. Why?
that's
Because
true.
believe me,
That's
life is sweet in Africa. To be honest with
very
you,
sweet.
our
Very
only
sweet.
problem is that lack of opportunity. Are you getting it? So imagine that you now have a job. Like now, you have a job that you can work with a company and you're earning about, let's say, 600,000, okay, a month. Think about what that money can do for you. Like, unless that you really have a higher opportunity and you really want to travel. Of course, traveling is good. Like, it's so sweet. It's a wonderful experience, right? But just the fact that you already have that portfolio, right? You can easily travel to place the visa and just come back. Why? Because you already have it. In fact, the embassy will not refuse the visa based on, oh, we are not sure that you will go and come back. Really? Right? No, because one of the reasons why they refuse both visas, right, is because, oh, you know what? We are not sure that you will go and come back.
Come
That's to tell that, oh, you know what? You don't have a portfolio in your country, right? So
I
now,
hear that.
this program is going to help you to build that portfolio to go to anywhere you want to go in the world. Because if you have a portfolio, like if you say, oh no, come on, look at my pay stuff for the past 6 months. I earn 700,000 francs while in Cameroon. I want to go to the US for a conference. It's a 2 weeks conference. I'll be back. That officer will have no reason to argue with you, right? Why? Because there's those. In fact, what are you going to look at for? What are you going to look, to you know what is going to prompt you to stay in the US as an illegal immigrant,
That's true.
right? When you are
Like
making
you
this
just all
decision.
you need to do is just secure yourself a good portfolio, and you can travel
That's
to
it,
any part of the world.
right? So this is
Yeah,
the first thing that people need to know when you're thinking of traveling. No embassy will refuse you a visa if you are skilled, if you have something to offer. In fact, they may even encourage you to come and stay. So what they're going to be the one wanting you to come. And that's why for this conference, we are going to be talking about the skilled workers program, right, for US and Canada, for individuals who are actually skilled, who actually have that portfolio. They could also follow that through. Right. So, that's what that was all about. And the vast opportunities that this can open up, for our people. And so, the choice, of course, will always be left to them. But, this is the opportunity, and we're encouraging everybody, to take advantage of this.
thank you so much. Thank you. That was so good. So, are you telling the audience that are watching you right now and listening to you that as if any of them go to this not the session, if any of them decides to join the classes or to take this program, so are you is I don't want to say guarantee, but are you letting us know that after the end of the school or the program, are we going to have jobs? Do we have companies that will employ them? Do we have, or because some now will be thinking of, okay, maybe this is an opportunity to travel out of Cameroon or out of Africa, or so what are you really telling them? Are you really telling them that this is an opportunity that they can have it right in their own country? They don't need to travel out. And with this same opportunity, they can still travel out, but not because for lack of opportunities in their own country,
Yeah,
but go like for vacation and have fun and return back to their
of
country.
course. Of course. So, yeah, so now this is what I want to tell you. So, for example, if you listen to me and you are in Cameroon, just search online IT jobs in Cameroon. You'll see them. You'll see DevOps listed, system admins, Linux listed, and some of these jobs goes for like 2 3 months with nobody coming in to fill them. Not because I don't individuals who want to apply for those jobs, but there are people who think they have the skills, but they go for the interview and they cannot succeed, right? And then you can see, meanwhile, the company will end up hiring somebody from outside of Cameroon. Why? Because probably, assumably, no Cameroonian is available, to occupy those positions now. So the good thing, the good news with our program is that we have partnered with recruitment agencies, okay, that are actually front ending for companies. That's the first thing.
Wow.
Okay, and the students can take advantage of that. But so you remember what I told you. Okay, it's all about an opportunistic mindset, a desperate mindset. I get what I'm saying. So I know I tell my students, I ask them, how desperate are you for a change of situation? Because the only time that breakthrough comes is when you are desperate for a change. Because here, a mind that is desperate for change will go extra miles. Trust me.
That's true. Yep.
That extra miles, it always pays. Now, I told someone, I said, you know what? Do you know that there are graduates from Harvard who are still unemployed till today,
Yeah.
right? And do you know that there are also graduates from Harvard who got hired even while they were probably first year in school, second year in school, final year in school. As a matter of fact, there are people that before they left Harvard, they already had offers. Let them not go to Harvard. Let's just talk about the University of Boyer even. Do you know that there are students in the University of Boyer that before they are done, they already have offers. I mean like genuine offers, not the one that their uncles have arranged. I mean genuine offers from companies. That's because those individuals got into those program with a different mindset. So even while they were in class, they were always thinking about, oh, how is this? In fact, they went the extra mile, right? Always were thinking about what will become of me. I become so what they began networking, applying, and what looking at, okay, can I add this skill? Can I add that skill? And before you know what happened then, what. Before they are done with the program, they already have offers. Why? Because of the extra work that, in fact, because of their opportunistic mindset, because of their desperate mindset. Okay. In fact, if you know where you're coming from in life, trust me, when others are partying, you will just be thinking about the things that you need to do and what those things those just because of those things, right? It will not even permit you to go for parties. That's the first thing. So to answer your question is what it depends on the individuals. Okay, you enroll this program, everything is in place to make sure that you get done and you are hired. But again, what it will require the student's commitment. That's just it. And it's not just for those who are in Cameroon. Even like even for those who are in the West, we have past students in this country who have everything available, right? But they're just comfortable with where they are. So there's no point for me to stress. I'm okay what I'm doing. I'm okay. So what? People have different mindsets, right? So you can only do what you can do to help. But what? They say that you cannot take a horse to water and force that horse to drink water,
Sure.
right?
Yep.
See, if you have a baby and that baby is thirsty, the moment you show he or she a cup of water, what happens? They are rushing to grab it. Why? Because they recognize that this is my solution. That
Yep.
is it. Okay? They will go for it. So what? So what? We must have that mindset of what? Of going for what we want with all the energy and everything that we have. Right? So that is the very first requirement for that change. So no, I call what we do, a career transition partnership, right? So we are there to help, but what? You must also be available to help yourself. Because at the end of the day, there's a saying in Bermuda that, you cannot go to a cry and cry more than a bereaved. Right? So, because the bereaved what will always carry the burden of the lost, right? So if I come to you and cry die, okay, I can only sympathize to an extent. I cannot don't come now and I start rolling from from pillar to coast, or from north to south, right? I can do that, but not with the same intensity, you know, as the person who is directly involved in this. So the conclusion is that, okay, this program to succeed and to get hired after it, okay, everything is in place, the networks are in place, the partnerships are in place, all right, but what is going to require the students to put in the effort, okay, learn the skills, because at the end of the day, what you are going to go for interviews. How you perform in that interviews is something that we don't really have control over, right? We are going to be able to guide you, give everything that you need to succeed. But what you go for those interviews and what is going to be your place, to what to defend what you say you have learned and all of that.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So, what is the duration for this program? And what are the other available services after completion of this program? Do you have?
So this program is 100% online. That's the first thing people need to understand. And the duration of this program is 4 months. 4 months intensive studies, and the program runs mainly on weekends, so Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. That's why I was saying that that you need to be somebody who is highly motivated, because on Saturday if you have a party and you have a class, which one do you choose? Like, how do you prioritize, right? So you need to have that mindset. So it's 4 months, and then after the 4 months, we have 1 month of break, like 1 month of what we call study break, and then the students now come back for boot camp. That boot camp is a 2 months boot camp. So this is when we are offering the other services like career services, resume services, online profiling services and networking services. So conferences with companies that are hiring, networking you to recruiters who can place your resumes, and also what assisting you with your interview preparations, right? So say for example you have to go for an interview, okay? The interview is coming up on Friday. So what happens? So between Monday to Thursday, we are there working with you. We have experts who are going to work with you on what? Guiding you on, how to introduce yourself, how to talk about your skills. As a matter of fact, like looking at the job description and assisting you on how to go about it. This has been very, very successful. This has been a very, very successful approach. And this is why most of our students go for interview and they get the job, not because they are smarter than others, but just because what? Because they have been well programmed, they have been well oriented. So they work in that interview, first they are confident. Second, they are smiling. Third, they are answering the questions the way it is being asked. And that's what makes a difference, right? Because life is all about strategies. If you know the right strategies and when to apply them, you always get the right results. So this is what I believe in, and that's what we believe in at Lion Tech. And this is what makes a difference, and this is how our students end up transitioning, to this career. So,
Wow, guys, Lion Tech Academy is here to give you a brighter future. Lion Tech
yep,
Academy is here to change your life, to change your story, to help you, like, to make you become that person that you've always dreamed to become. Yes, so don't miss out this opportunity. This opportunity. Try to grab this opportunity right now. And as Mr. Prince has been saying, this is I was live yesterday, and I mentioned that you are going clubbing that you don't have a future. You are going clubbing, you have bills to pay, you are not able to pay your bills. You are following fashion trends. You want to live a life that you can't afford. For those who want to live slay queen's life, a big boy's life, I think this is the opportunity for you to grab it and make good use of it so you can live the life you've always dreamed of. Yes.
now,
So
see, like, just to add to that, now, what I believe is that there's no crime in living, a luxurious life. Okay, as long as you can afford it, though. As long as you can afford it,
that's what I said.
it's yeah. Because because like, see, I get annoyed sometimes when somebody say, "Hey, you know what? I'm a man. Like, no, there's a party I have to go to, and I don't have a good shoe. Can you send me money? Let me buy a shoe to go." But I'm like, okay, like seriously. I get what I'm saying. So,
That is it.
but I would be so excited if you say, "Oh, you know what, Prince? There's exam I have to write, and I need this." My God, see, anything that has to do with investing in your future, that's me. Because to where I am today, people have invested in me. I get what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? From back home, from the community, things was never rosy, right? So for everybody who ever bought me a pen, I want to give back 1,000 pens to the community. For anything
Wow.
that somebody ever helped me to go through primary, secondary, university, and to where I am today, I want to multiply back to give back. Why? Because if we have that mindset, right, everything about us is going to change.
Exactly.
Right. So now you what? You don't help people because they are from your village, okay? You don't help them because they are from your country. You don't help them because you know you have anything or any relationship with them, right? But what? You help them because of the future, okay?
That's
Of
true.
that mindset. So you want to help people to achieve certain levels. In fact, be like a ladder that they can stand on, to access opportunities. So that what when they are established, they can also help others. So what we are doing is, we are about starting a movement that's going to have a multiplier effect. So I hold your hand when you assign you what you have, you hold the hands of others. At the end
Exactly.
of the day, what we are all standing, and that is how community success comes in. That's in fact that's the only condition that a country, a community can be prosperous, right? When we are all supporting one another. So that is the way personally I view life because all of us at some point in our lives we have been helped,
Exactly.
right? So if you
Exactly.
have been helped and then you get to a point where you can help others, do it without any repentance. And that's what we are doing here. A Lion Tech, right? Coming back to give back to the community that we also dear because we know that there are brighter people in the community who just need this opportunity. Trust me. I, I've been privileged to encounter some, right? I mean, people who are really desperate for a change, but they just need the light. Someone to say, oh, you know what? Let's talk,
They say
right?
information is worth. So if
That
you're
was
informed,
so,
then you'll be
yeah.
rich. Yes. So you just need to make good use of information that you receive. Yes, just to add on what Mr. Prince has said. It's not like I'm stopping somebody from living the kind of life that you want to live, but you know, as somebody that you're thinking of, having a good future or thinking of like moving to greater things, you have to limit some kind of lifestyle that you live, and you think, put your time into good use. That's just all I want to say. Just make sure you put your time into good use for something that will benefit you tomorrow, not only you, because you don't want to be selfish. Because if Mr. Prince was selfish, he couldn't have been here right now with us, sharing us with us this great opportunity. So we want to impact you out there, so that when you become impacted and you can impact somebody, that's how the community will be. Everybody will be good, and this is gonna, like, will stop jealousy, will stop stealing. Many other things, gonna eliminate a lot of other things in our community, because if somebody is worthy and you are not, that other person will become jealous.
Of
We start
course.
bringing in many other things which are not good.
It's
So
natural, it's just natural. It's a natural things. Like, hey, if if I am hungry and my neighbor is hosting parties every day, trust me, there's no way
there's
there's
sometimes
no
you
way,
just get mad and go turn off his lights and say, for
know
what?
what I'm saying, like there's no way we are going to be good neighbors. And so, you know, that your neighbor who is hungry may not talk to you that way, but if your children play around his house, it can become a very serious problem.
An
You
angry man
understand
is
what
an
I'm
angry
saying?
man. Yes.
So this is this is what we're talking about here, right? Like that's just it. Uh, when you see the light, the best you can do is to shine that light, is to spread the rays, right? So that others can see the light and take advantage of it. So that at least tomorrow, if things go wayward, you say, oh, you know what? It's not because I lack opportunities. They told me the doors
Yeah.
were open, but what? I just did not want to take advantage of it, right? Oh, I think very soon I have to be at work in 2 minutes. Anyways, I think we can conclude now. Yeah.
Okay. Before we go, I have a few more questions for you.
No
So,
problems.
for interested persons that want to register for this conference, how can they go about it?
Okay, so the very first thing they can do is there's a link on this website, I mean on the chat, that they can use to register. Right. So you see, if you look at the chat here, I've just highlighted the link to register, right? So you can just go on the Lion Tech website and you're going to see there is there's a registration section there. Just click there, put in a few information, and you can register. We are also offering one-to-one orientation. So, for example, you want to talk to us one-on-one. Uh, I'll be putting a link here that you can click, schedule a time that you think you're going to be available, and one of our career experts is going to be in touch with you, to talk with you. So you can actually schedule a time for one-on-one career orientation. So this is the opportunity that you're going to have to probably talk about your situation, talk about the uniqueness of your own situation, okay, and all of that. So this is being hosted for us on Calendly. So you can what? The link is there. Just click, save it, and what? Just schedule a time. Anytime, Mondays to Sunday, we can have someone available to talk to you, understand your situation, and advise you best. Because we don't want anybody to rush into something they won't be able to complete, right? So get in touch. If you are lucky, you may meet me to talk to me. Otherwise, another person will be available to talk to you. But we are all the same. We have the same spirit for Africa and all of that. So take advantage of this. Okay. So schedule. Okay. Like the link in the chat now, you can watch. Just click on that link and you go to see. It's going to let me show you now. I cannot show you now. But once you click on that link, okay, you're going to see a calendar like a platform. You just like the date that you think you're going to be available. Pick the time that you are going to be available. I
Okay.
think the form is going to ask for your phone number and your email. Okay. Once you click submit, a Zoom link will be sent to your email. And of course, we are going to automatically send you reminders before the meeting. And we may even call you before the meeting to make sure that don't have any difficulties joining that orientation. So it's a one-on-one orientation. We talk to you one-on-one to really get to know you as a person because not everything can be shared, you know, on on live meetings and on on Facebook like this, but so what
Okay.
that gives the student that privacy, that opportunity to to book a meeting, one-on-one meeting. If you want, maybe there's a friend that you feel you guys can join. You can then bring in your friend if you guys want to hear about the program together. Why not? You can do that. But that privacy, that one-on-one, and it's free. You're not paying anybody for this, right? It's just, and even at that meeting, you're not obliged. There is no compulsion that you know what. Oh, you must know. You still go back, you process it, and you think that it's something that you want to get enrolled in, then of course what we can then activate the next steps, right? That's the first thing. But before we go, I want to just play something about the conference that is coming up for our viewers, so that they okay,
Wow.
perfect. So uh, this is the highlight of the conference that is coming up, and you're going to see. If not seeing your screen, you see that that's the date there is August 25th. And of course, you can uh, reserve your spot on the link that we have shared already. Just go on that link and just reserve your spot. Spots have already been filled, like quickly, right? And we need these numbers to know, and in fact, to help us plan the event, plan the event well, right? So please go click on the link there and reserve your spot. Share
Hurry
your
up, guys. Hurry up. Don't play with
message.
this.
Of course, we still have 2 weeks to go, but we are planning an event in Cameroon, and we need to know. For example, if we are bringing school bags for those who are going back to school, how many of these bags do we need, right? So so at the end of the day, if we come in and we see 500 people and only 100 have registered, and we have those 100 of those bags, what we are going to give only to those who have registered. So people
So,
may get
so means
all.
are you saying that for, for registered persons they're gonna have something on that day if they attend this program?
Of course, because we also recognize the fact that it's back to school,
Okay,
right? It's back to school, so we also want to give back. Those who are going back to school. So at least if they have a school bag, a backpack that they can put books inside and go to school.
that's good.
That's something, right? So so in fact we are giving back to the community. That's just it. So
Thank you so much.
for those, and that's the reason why we're encouraging people to register, so that's going to help us to plan, right? Because now if we know that okay, we have 200 persons who are registered. Okay, so you know what? Let's just do maybe let's make available 250 school bags, right? So 50 for extra, but we come in there, we have 500 people, right? Our first priority will be for those who have registered, who have indicated their presence.
So for the registration, is it free or you have to pay?
It's free. It's free. It's no, it's 0 franc. It's free. You're not paying anything.
Guys,
And
they're
of course,
bringing knowledge to you for free. This is free. What Mr.
so
Prince has
it's
told us
free.
here is free.
It's free. And of course, for that day also we are going to be offering you know, I don't know whether it's breakfast or it's lunch, but something we offer to keep your mouth going.
Wow.
So there's a
Yeah,
lot in place,
this
of
is
course. So
going to be good.
want to encourage everybody to be there. Let's have fun. And one thing is that we are also bringing some media helps so we're going to cover the event. So, but dress good, because you are going to be on camera, all right, and all of that. So,
This is
you
what
want to
you
come
make.
in. In fact, you want to come in expectant, right? You want to come in professional because see,
Exactly.
they said, in fact, I can talk
As
for myself.
future
There's
engineers.
a lot, yeah, there's a lot. So, please, guys, um, let's rush to this link and register. I think the link is here. Let me just put it here in the chat. Let me see. Hopefully, I get it. Give me a second. Okay. I'm looking for the yeah. So this is the
Guys,
link here.
go ahead and register and make sure you share the live for because this might help somebody out there. You just have to share
So
as many groups
this
as
is the link
possible,
here.
many
That's the
people
link
as
that is on the
possible.
chat now. And you're going to see. So what? That's the link to register, right? So this event will be happening. Once you click on this link, you get all the details about the event. Okay, where it's going to be happening, at what time, and please note that even if you're attending online, we still encourage you to register, right? So that at least we can be able to follow up with you even after the event, as opposed to just joining and there's no follow up after. Maybe you were really waiting for someone to get back to you, but nobody can get back to you. Why? Because we don't have your information. So very simple processes to follow. Okay, click on this link and please register. And I think where I think we may have come to the end of this live. And of course, I want to thank all those who joined this live on our various platforms on YouTube, on the Facebook page that we are streaming on simultaneously. We really appreciate your time, and please let's share this event and get others to register and be part of it. So the link in the chat. All you have to do is to just register, right?
Thank you so much, Mr. Prince. Thank you for your
And be in
time. Thank
touch.
you for sharing. And I wish that each and everyone grab this opportunity. And as I earlier said, share the life to all the groups you can, to your neighbors, your friends, your families, because you never know who this is going to help. Somebody may be out there looking for this opportunity, and all you need to do is just share. And this is for free. Make sure you register. If not for one thing, you attend this program for information and to know more about it and how it's going to impact your life. Thank you so much, Mr. Prince. And I'm so sorry because I have to go off the camera and come back. It's just because I'm at work. So I'm so sorry, but next time I'm going to make it professional. Thank you, Mr. Prince. And I would like that sometime again next week or this week, we can come back on camera, on live again, maybe with some other person with testimonies of how Lion Tech have impact so many youth's life in Canada and the USA. So thank you for having me on here and have a good week. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, and thanks everyone. And of course, we are going to be coming up again, as often as possible to talk about this program. But please, let's register and that's part of this program that's coming up in Yaoundé. It's in Cameroon and of course online also. And thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you maybe in the comment sections as you drop your comments and questions. we are going to be more than willing to answer them. Thank you so much and have yourself a wonderful day.
Thank
Bye
you
bye.
so much.
Signing
Bye
out. So
bye.
now let's sign out with
Guys, go
with
register. Go make sure you register and attend this program. There's going to
uh,
be back to school and everything, so don't miss